Hello my wonderful viewers, welcome to my platform. This is Linda's TV show. If it is your first time of coming across this channel and you like what you see after watching, please subscribe, put on your notification bell, set it to all notification. In that way you'll be able to get notified each time I upload a new video, even those without notification. Here we react to all forms of videos, international and local. Every Saturday by 2 p.m. we have our interaction section. You are free to call in to air your opinion about the happenings in our society. Invite your friends, share my videos with your families and colleagues. Do not keep this information to yourself. Myself, I will be sitting down here to watch this video together with you from the beginning to the end. Then we'll go to the comment section and leave our comment, our opinion about the video we watch constructively as we watch this video, my people.
I'm your friend Dr. Charles Apoki. I did the first post on precision thinking. Precision thinking is thinking in exactness, being on time, being accurate, and synchronizing things in such a way that things fall in place. And we found out that if you don't know how to think and act like that, you will hardly do well in life and you will hardly develop. One of the things associated with underdevelopment and lack of precision thinking and action is the inability to keep to time, inability to be punctual, inability to do things at the right time with the right people, inability to synchronize movements. You see, like in warfare, Egypt changed their code among the Arab nations. And the person that changed was to phone Egypt from Syria that the Arab nations had changed their alert code, delayed by 5 or so minutes. And Israel was able to level all the aircraft of the nation of Israel during one of the wars that they fought. And Israel had a comparative advantage. Just that 5 minutes of not being able to synchronize. So, why is it that Africans don't keep to time? Why is it that we have colored people testing and colored time in America, in Britain, colored people time in Australia? Even in the United States and in the UK nowadays, if they want to do a program by 11 o'clock, right in the car at 8:30 a.m. so that Africans will think it is 9:30 a.m., hoping to come there by around 11, and before you know it, they will keep to time one way or the other. So why is it that black people and a set of people, poor people and people who don't do well really in life, don't keep to time? Number one, research has shown that, according to Professor John Mbiti, that black people don't have value for time. When are you coming to Lagos? Sometime next week. It's not specific. For you to keep to time, there must be specificity. 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, and you must walk towards it. So, if you don't have a value for time, you see, when we want to say second in Urobo, we say number of blinks. But people blink at different rates. So to say, Ibrero Ikwe, that is 5 and 10 seconds, is very arbitrary. So, why is it that people don't keep to time apart from lack of value for time? Number two, they found out that people who have attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, which is something called autism, but this in case of adults, attention deficit stroke hyperactivity disorder, are usually easily distracted. And because they are easily distracted, they want to go to a place, but there's one distraction or the other, they will miss the activity they are supposed to go because they won't keep to time because they have been distracted by other things. They are not able to leave something that is distracting them and focus on going to where they are going to. What I'm telling you now, until I learned to keep to time when I got to the age of 40 and came to Wheeling and made punctuality part of my life did not really change. Because after I did that, people started taking me seriously and my life changed. So number 2, apart from the attention deficit stroke hyperactivity disorder, which is a psychological deficit. That is to say, most people who don't keep to time have that deficit. It's an issue from the mind. Then the next thing is, some of them are too meticulous. They want to do things to the finest detail. That thing is good enough. You want to leave your room. You have dressed the bed. Don't dress it in such a way that it must be this. You arrange the curtains. You do this. You do that. Time is gone. You arrange your belt. You arrange your this. You make your hair like this. By the time, before you know it, you are going late. So that inability to have a benchmark, this is good enough. Let me take this activity that I'm going to as my priority, is a problem with people who don't keep to time. The next thing is that a lot of them have overconfidence in themselves. That is, oh, I will be able to reach there at so time. I'll be able to reach at so time. It doesn't take long. We'll be there. They don't realize that there are things that are unpredictable, obstacles that can be on the way, particularly in third world nations like Nigeria. Things can happen that you didn't predict, you didn't bargain for. So those who keep to time are very pessimistic about circumstances around them. So they budget the possibilities of things that can go wrong, and then they give themselves a long gap between when they are supposed to reach there and when they leave home. I leave very early to places. In fact, I get nervous when 1 hour, 2 hours is all I have to prepare for it. I get very nervous. So I keep to time because I give a long gap between when I'm supposed to arrive there and when I am leaving home. If somebody is even supposed to come and meet me, I tell them come by 9, even though I'm supposed to leave by 10. And by 9 I am ready. By the time we'll try to start the car, do whatever, open the gate and move. Maybe my neighbor is reversing. I don't get into trouble. So they are overconfident. They trust themselves and trust the system too much. The next problem is some of them have their inability to say no. Inability to tell somebody. They are too polite. You come and a visitor comes when you are supposed to go out. You can't tell the person, I am about to go out now. I have where I am going to. You still, because you don't want to offend the person, you tolerate the person, and then you eventually go late and you tell people, I came late because somebody just came in. Inability to say no. You have too many engagements, you overcrowd your system. You want to do this, you want to do that. So multitasking. Multitasking is doing so many things at the same time. Not sometimes, not necessarily because of yourself, but because you don't want to offend people. So you take tasks from them that you want to do on their behalf, and before you know it, you're not able to keep appointments. The other thing is that some people feel that those who don't keep to time don't respect people. To respect is to care about the feelings, the rights, the privileges, and how things, emotions of others. When you keep people waiting, you disrespect them. So if you respect people, you want to keep to time and be there on time. So they feel that those who don't keep to time don't have respect, don't have value for other people and their time. They see themselves as the center of attraction, that people can wait for them. And sometimes, a lot of those who don't keep to time don't have value for the activity. If you have value for the activity, you will be there on time. Like when we did a conference recently on business sense, we told them to pay 10,000 naira. Because they were going to pay to listen, they came on time. A lot of them came on time. Those who did not pay were those who came late and they did not pay attention. So if you have value, if you are going to meet the president and it's a once in a lifetime opportunity, you will go there on time. If they are playing a football match, when Nigeria played Algeria in 1980, the finals of the All African Cup of Nations, I went to Lagos a day before the finals, slept in the University of Lagos, got to the stadium by 10 a.m. for a match that was to be played by 3 p.m. That was because I valued the match. I knew that if I didn't go on time, I won't be able to enter the stadium. I won't have a seat. So, value. A lot of people don't value the relationships and the activities, relationships they have with people, and the activities they are going for. If they treasure and value the activities, they will be on time. Then sometimes lack of training. If you had been trained, like the schools I went to, you dare not go late. If you go late to eat, they will pour water on your food and you will not eat that day. You go late to school, they will flog you. So you are trained to go early. You are conditioned to go early. We were regulated by bells at government college, Ugele. You woke up with a bell and you must leave the dormitory. You woke up with a bell to go and start doing your work, housework. A bell is rang. At the end of that, your activity, you move. And then another bell will be struck and you are supposed to be in the dining hall. You don't reach there on time, that's your business. Another bell, you are supposed to be in the assembly hall. If you don't go to the assembly hall, you will cut grass. They will give you a detention. So my mind has been conditioned to punctuality. Then medical school, you need to be in the ward round at a specific time. Your professor can be in the ward round before you. You will suffer consequences that might not be palatable for you. So lack of training. And there is a challenge in Nigeria today. It is associated that big people, culturally, that big people should be the last to arrive, which is very bad. I know governors, I know people who are punctual and they arrive on time. An argumentative person will also not go to places early because he might have a need to convince somebody about an issue. He will deliberate and talk about it, overanalyze, and before you know it, he's not able to keep his appointment. So, keeping to time saves your life. Keeping to time maximizes your opportunity. Keeping to time earns you respect. Keeping to time enables you to relate with a mentor or somebody who is bigger than you. Some young boys will call me and they won't come. Then they will not call me the next day. Sir, I couldn't come because I was busy. That means I am not busy. Say, well, I will see you when I have time. I don't see such people. I have time for myself. I don't have time for foolish people. I remain your friend, Dr. Charles Apoki. Learn to manage time. Time is life.
Thank you so much, my wonderful viewers, for watching this video together with me from the beginning to the end. Like I said before, if you like what you see here, if you like what I do in this platform, as you have finished watching this video, please hit that red button that says subscribe and put on your notification bell to all notification. In that way, you'll be able to know when I upload a new video. Share my videos, leave your comments in the comment section constructively. Until I meet your way again in my next video, I still remain your Linda's TV show. Bye-bye.